In Canada, controversial Toronto Mayor Rob Ford is stepping down from his bid for re-election. This comes just 2 days after doctors discovered a tumor in his stomach. CCTV's Kristiaan has more from Toronto.
He cut a distinctive figure in Canadian politics and put Toronto on the map in ways that few could have predicted. News that Rob Ford was withdrawing from the race for re-election as Toronto mayor to undergo treatment for a tumour may bring an end to his campaign, but it did little to settle opinion on the man who gained global notoriety for admitting he smoked crack cocaine during his controversial time in office.
He's a great man. Some of his politics I don't agree, and some of the politics points I agree with him. But as a human being, I feel bad for him, his family.
The whole switcheroo with the brother and the Ford, there just seems to be something about this family, the Fords, who they really want to have this political dynasty or something. They have to be in control.
I don't think he should be in any kind of leadership position until years from now. I really don't. I think he's a terrible role model for kids. He has turned Toronto into a laughingstock.
Ford ascended to the position of mayor on a promise to end the gravy train of City Hall and cut billions of dollars of wastage. His no-nonsense style was a hit with working-class voters in the outer suburbs, but some of his views drew fierce criticism from women's rights groups and the city's gay and minority communities. But it was a video showing the mayor smoking crack cocaine which attracted the world's spotlight. After almost a year of denials, yet more pictures of him seemingly under the influence forced an emotional confession.
Some people can drink. Some people can casually use drugs. I have a disease. I have a chronic disease. I was born with blonde hair. I'm going to die with blonde hair.
You're going to die with this problem?
I was born with this disease. I'm going to die with this disease.
Despite his personal struggles and to the dismay of his opponents, Ford had every intention of winning re-election until this week's health scare. Rob Ford's tenure as mayor of Toronto will be remembered as much for his personal controversies as anything his administration achieved in office. And while he's pulling out of the race for re-election, it's unlikely to be the last we'll hear from the man. He's expected to run for a seat on the local council, his old seat before becoming mayor, while his brother Doug runs for the top job. Already a familiar face here, Doug Ford has stood by his brother's side, often acting as his spokesman, and is every bit as divisive as the outgoing mayor. This aspiring dynasty plans to keep the running of Toronto firmly in the family. Kristiaan, CCTV, Toronto.